the longest, I've been hearing about good hair, bad hair, nappy head. I was even called, when I was a little boy, CD head or nappy head because my hair used to roll up every time I brushed growing up as a kid. And my question I would like to ask for anybody, that come off with somebody got good hair. What is good hair? That's something I just want to get off my chest. What is good hair? For the longest, you got like people that want to, I've noticed a lot with females back in the past. Now females today, they kind of into the natural look when it comes to hair. But back in the past, I know a lot of females that are willing to just literally dying to get straight hair. And when I say dying, they put all kind of chemicals in their hair. And little do they know that the chemicals like the perms and some kind of a lye, whatever they put in the hair, it killed them. It actually killed them with cancer. It gave them cancer per se, which it could result from killing from the products they use. They actually put like hot combs. I remember the hot combs. That was something to look at. But nothing wrong with the hot combs because we've been using hot combs for centuries, even dating back to ancient Egypt. Black folks use hot combs. We've been using things like that. But the fact that they went to a pattern after the European style of beauty is kind of very telling of the social conditioning. Now I'm kind of glad and very pleased to know that a lot of black women are into the natural hair look because it's becoming more trendy now. And one thing about trends is they don't really last long, but I hope this actually lasts long. I hope it lasts longer than maybe a lot of guys walking around with their pants hanging off of their behind. I hope it lasts longer than that. I hope it's permanent to the point where this is my beauty. I'm black and I'm proud to be black. I hope it lasts long as that. But as my question goes, what is good hair? Why is it that some people too ashamed to, I'm not saying all, but some people too ashamed to show their natural hair? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not against women who want to have their hair probably with extensions and maybe get, some kind of coloring, hair, extension, lace, whatever it is. I'm not really too familiar with women hair. But I'm not really against it. Whatever make her feel beautiful, as long as she's accepting what her worth and she's still pleased at her natural hair. I don't really care what she do with her hair. I mean, that's just how it is. But that's the ongoing question I always have about that. Because growing up, and I remember this girl when I think I was like in middle school. Might have been like 6th grade. I was like 11 or 12. I already know, one of those nostalgic years. But I do remember that when there's a woman that walked out, had her hair stick out, just like that woman you see in this picture. But it was a little bit more kinkier than hers, and it stick up. And when she first came, sit down in class, some of the students was laughing at her, saying things like, "Oh, she need to get a perm." And this is my first time knowing this about what is a perm. Like, what is that? They say she need a perm. They was laughing at her. And I'm like, okay, I'm trying to guess, what is a perm? And they was coming up with teasing, mocking, and threatening her and want to get at her because of her hair. And the reason why they want to get at her because she defended herself, like, just say something out of the way. And she had like a group of girls that want to get at her, want to beat her down, all because of her natural hair. And I come to look at their hair, they got their hair all permed up in bow tie. And I didn't really know anything about it. I was just looking at it and I'll say to myself, okay, why are they still picking at her? Because I didn't really see a big deal about black girls having the natural hair. I sat back and trying to observe what it is. And if I got the mindset now, of course, I was a child then, of course. But if I were to have the same kind of mindset of me loving my, which I did love myself, but if me being accepting, trying to encourage people how good it is to have your straight hair and how many people are actually willing to want to have your hair, believe it or not. I would have told them girls, and I don't care, we'll go at it. I would have told them girls, and you had some boys was picking at her too. I would have told them, well, at least I'm not a self-hating black person that want to mock the European standard of beauty. So take your self-hating self out of my face. Capiche? I would tell them that, and I dare them to come up on me. And I would be glad to stand up to. And if I was the guy I am now, I would be glad to stand up to a girl that say things like a girl who's being picked on because of her hair. And if I were her, I would say that I love my hair. I'm black and I'm beautiful. My natural hair don't have a thing to do with me. You're so ignorant. I tell them all that. It is ignorant for you to talk about good hair, bad hair. Chris Rock even do a special about that, and he got criticized by that. But my point to the matter is of that, and I've seen that people are getting kind of wising up on that. But there's no such thing as good hair. Good is what you perceive to be. And I don't think I can blame too much of that on black folks because we've been conditioned to think that the white standard of beauty is the way how you should live. Because you look at television, you see nothing but white women. You look at beauty magazines and the glamour magazines, you see women with their hair, their natural hair flowing, flourishing, laying down flat. Our hair doesn't naturally do that. Our hair naturally sticks up. And when we kind of project that image on each other, saying that, dog, maybe our hair stick up, that's something ugly because, hey, we got nappy heads. During slavery, they actually used lye, and I think something similar to perm to black folks, just to get them to look more like their slave colonists, the women of the slave colonists for the females. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of them want to wear a scarf, because back during slavery, a lot of white women actually literally say this, that the black slave women hair make them feel uncomfortable. They literally said that. And they were forced to use scarf to cover their hair up. And since then, that's during chattel slavery when that happened. And all the way up to now, you still see black women wear scarves around their hair. And you know what's funny? I think I was in my college years. I think I was a freshman at, the college I went to. I was a freshman. There was this girl I like. I just like her because she was a little taller than me. I like how she talked because she had a country accent. And even still to this day, if I just hear that accent, it just kind of turned me on about her. She well built, had a country accent. She kind of very broad. Got one of those bigger, strong women who's very broad, and she shaped nicely. Yeah, she was real attractive to me. I talked with her for a while, and she talked, and she seemed like she kind of gave me a little cooperation a little bit. I'm like, cool. I saw her, because I noticed that a lot of women, they kind of like surprises. So when she walking somewhere, I think she was going to she was walking around campus, and I went to see her again. I have seen her again and approach her, and she was with her female friend. And she said, "Oh my Lord, he's here." I'm like, "Yeah, he's here." "Oh my Lord, I gotta cover my hair." I say, "No, don't worry about it. I'm not really too fond with. I don't care how your hair is. You can have it straight, natural. I don't care." Like, "Oh, my hair look bad. I'm sorry. I can't. I don't even got my scarf." And she was she was petrified and so shy. I'm like, "Are you okay? I mean, nothing wrong with your hair. I don't care. I mean, that's how your hair look natural." That's what I noticed that a lot of women actually do that and say that they are willing to cover their hair up because they don't like the way how they look natural. Okay, what if I were to be with her and start dating her for a while and, end up getting married to her? Eventually, I'm going to have to see that naps. And me personally, I love nappy-headed women. every hair on her body that's nappy I love, but I don't get too vulgar. But anyway, to answer my question about what is good hair, my answer to that question is good hair is whoever sees it, whoever think good hair is the eyes of the beholder. Whoever think is good hair, then they have good hair. If you think your hair is good, then it's good. It all based on perception. That's why I think good hair. There's really no such thing as good hair. Just like there's no such thing as somebody who's unattractive, because somebody is unattractive to somebody, and somebody is very attractive to the next person. But this concludes the video I have of good hair, and hope you enjoy it and take any kind of message you get out of this, and love yourself. And remember, God made you for a reason. God don't make mistakes. When God make you as a person, He don't make any mistakes. It's all about you loving what God gives you, and having a natural nappy hair, as you call it, is a blessing to have. It's a gift.